Let's do it. We're live with the Golden Draft. Let's jump in. Single entry on Underdog. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Hope everyone is doing all right today. Jumping into the Golden Draft, single entry, fast drafts only. It's going to close probably soon because everyone is jumping in, excited for this one. It's a 5,600 entrants, not too bad. And yeah, we're just going to hop right in. Honestly, it's going to should be a fun old time. All right, see there. Okay, good to go. Got it all set up there. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this little Golden Draft. My only bullet, 1 entry max, and hopefully we can take down 10K here in a few short months in January. But yeah, it's fun to draft early. It's a good time. You can get different textures, different rooms, different, the whole draft landscape is different when you join like later on. So it's nice to just kind of draft throughout so you can kind of pick your spots and build a diverse portfolio of players. And that's my favorite part about it, is just because, if I really play my cards right, I can get prices throughout the whole off season, like, different prices on different players as I go. So kind of what my goal is. I like it's like taking advantage of the values I can get. If I can get a rookie for a cheaper price than they should be, or a defensive player, something changes on their offense. Something changes on their offense. We get like a running back gets hurt or a running back gets added to the team. We can kind of like be the first movers in those situations. And yeah, hopefully this fills up soon, or else we're gonna have to pivot to something else. Waiting for 8. I think we should be able to get one. Might have to pull up something else while we wait. Maybe we'll multi-table this one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we could just chat a bit about ADPs and stuff while I wait, I guess. But I might just jump in like a puppy just to kind of keep us moving. Let's multi-table. I think that'd be fun. Okay, I'll have to do a puppy as well. Change the dynamic a little bit. Not really what I plan to do, but it should be fine. I'm not too worried about it. All right, so that changes that a little bit. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll fill soon. I should have done it beforehand, but hey, it's fine. I mean, I don't mind getting on and chatting for a little bit. I guess we could kind of talk about ADP a bit. So we're waiting for 6. Yeah, we're cooking there. We could do the puppy. We can still do the puppy. I'm not opposed to that. So we will do both. Let's make it larger. Drop this a little bit, and then we'll save that. Okay. Anyways, yeah, let's just chat about like the ADP landscape a little bit. And if this fills before the puppy does, I'll just do this only. Hopefully that's going to be the case, but we'll see. Yeah, anyways, couple housekeeping things. 35 out of 50 subs. Thanks a lot for the support on the last video. Seems like people enjoyed it a lot. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you haven't seen it already, go check it out. Best ball tips, on my channel for Best Ball Mania, for just any contest that comes out throughout the offseason. I think I touched on a lot of points that make a lot of sense. So hopefully that hits with you guys and continues to be something you guys enjoy. And, hopefully it helps you guys out. So anyways, appreciate all the support recently. Yeah, let's look at this NFL here. I'm very excited for Eliminator. I've been kind of trying to hold off to jump in heavy whenever the schedule comes out. So that's my plan of action right now, is to kind of jump in heavily once the schedule comes out. So that's really my situation here, is I'm just kind of waiting for the schedule to come out for Eliminator, and then kind of slowing down on BBMs. I've done a good bit because I wanted to get some extra values in on. There's a lot of guys that moved up the board, like Lad McConkey or Kimani Vidal or Tyrone Tracy, that I don't want to chase up into like the 12th round. And eventually this offseason, like a lot of those guys are going to be gone, and you're going to have to find other people back there that make sense. But it thins out quick once you keep going down the board. So I just want to like kind of get ahead of that stuff and not have to worry about it. But I'm going to make a rankings for Eliminators, and I'm really excited to try it out. I think I'm going to go heavy on Eliminator this year. And it's one of those things, like if you're successful and you make it to the rounds where you start actually like cashing, it's pretty insane, because you could have 20 teams, boom, advance, get cash, advance, it's pretty cool sweat. So I'm excited to be diving into those, and we'll see how that ends up being. But excited to jump into those for sure. But we'll see. So we're 109 there, not bad. Got everything we need now. But yeah, I'm gonna make an Eliminators rankings, and I'll be doing like quite a bit of content on it. I think I'm gonna like talk a lot about like my strategy, and I think I have a lot of ideas, but I think I'm gonna focus on like one specific idea that I have in my mind that I'm just gonna like hammer and just keep doing it. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I'm gonna try something that I don't think everyone's gonna be willing to do. But I think there's gonna be weird strategies people try, but I think I'm gonna try something that not everyone is willing to do. So that'll be fun. And then just a lot of movers. Obviously, AD Mitchell's been going down. I really like the backdoor Denver stack with Bo Nix, but I'm just kind of waiting because I know the price is going to get cheaper. Should get cheaper on like Troy and Mims even. So I'm just kind of waiting to see if that continues to fall a bit, and hopefully I can kind of jump in heavily and just have like a large exposure to that Bo Nix back stack. But I guess I have to wait till play it by ear and let time go by a little bit, so I don't like rush into it. I'm gonna get it at a better price if I just be patient. So yeah, a couple things where I'm at, and then that's what I'm excited about right now. Someone picked something weird. AJ Brown at 4. That's what happened. Okay, interesting. So yeah, another thing you got to really think about is when you're doing these new contests is like, should I be worried about? I'll take a Mon-Ra. Should I be worried about people getting better values than me? Sometimes you need to. Sometimes you need to think about it, at least if you're going to build a portfolio. But in a puppy that just came out, like, you really don't have to think about that as much, because this is going to fill pretty quick. Same with this golden. This golden's going to fill probably this weekend, if not Monday. So I think just kind of being smart about that is just like being smart about what you're playing, and like kind of selecting, not necessarily selecting your teams only based off the contest you're in, but just being mindful of it, where like if a player gets hurt in the off season and people were taking him at round 15, like you probably shouldn't be dying to chase that guy. If half the contest got him at round 15, you shouldn't be dying to chase that guy into the 10th round or the 8th round or 6th round, right? So that's kind of something I think is just be mindful of that, because you can get in trouble if you chase Darrell Henderson all the way up the board and he doesn't end up panning out. I'm cool. I love this, Marvin. This is kind of like something that seems pretty accessible, but it actually like might not be. Like, this could be pretty decently unique combo in this puppy. So pretty fun. Amon-Ra, Marvin Harrison is pretty fun. Pretty fun start. Love that. hopefully we can get as fun of a start on our golden entry if you want to get one. Another thing is like golden is like you kind of want to get, you have your one entry in that contest. So if you have a specific guy you're really dying to get, just grab him and don't worry about your closing line value or anything, especially if you expect them to rise. But the risers have kind of like slowed down. There's still people that are probably going to gradually rise or slowly fall. One of those people being 80 Mitchell. Like I'm really waiting for him to fall, and then I might take some shares of him later on. But right now I'm just kind of like, I'll take A Rich and I'll just kind of chill. So yeah, that's my landscape for things. One away from our golden being filled, so that's good. Yeah, hopefully people get to check this out and enjoy the single entry content. I got a couple things down the pipeline. Is we're gonna get back into the season long stuff once season long gets closer, and I'll be doing stuff with TDP again. But mainly like soon from now, as soon as the schedule comes out, I'm gonna be ripping eliminators a lot on stream and kind of talking through my strategy with that, and then also gonna be doing BBMs with BBMs and puppies and all sorts of stuff with people. I think I want to do like a marathon where like I'll go three or four drafts in a row, and bring guests on for each of them. I think that'd be fun. And then ultimately my other goal would just be like try to bring on community members that also are very experienced with best ball, because right now I'll just be kind of bringing people I know, which is fine. But I want to bring some of my own friends in too. But I also want to keep in touch with the community around me that is a best ball lover like me. So we got Marvin and Amon-Ra. I don't think I have a single team like that, and I like that a lot. Because like Amon-Ra at 9's not that crazy, but Marvin at 16's been not really happening. He's been moving up the board more than he's going down. Love third round neighbors right now. I think that's an awesome pick. Been pretty big on the Waddle stuff. DJ Moore been trying to let fall a bit more, and I'm going to start attacking Rome more, but it's just a hard offense to think. I think taking shots on all of them is worth it, but it's just a hard offense to nail down. That Bears offense. Caleb feels like an awesome pick though. Like he seems set up to just be pretty good regardless of what's happening. So excited for Caleb Williams for sure. We got Bijan A-Chain start. All right, so Pittman goes. What are we looking at here? I kind of got snuck up on in terms of me being up. I don't mind this. Like, not something I do often, but I definitely don't mind it. I mean, the one thing is I don't take Laporta a lot. The second thing is that it's a big final, but at the same time, like a double stack is not gonna hurt me. 310. It's not even bigger than BBM. So I actually really like the start. I don't typically have this, but I do like it a lot so far. The Monra, St. Brown, Marvin Harrison, and Sam Laporta starting me off, and then can maybe sneak like an elite QB in if I'm feeling frisky. Tank Dell's like my favorite guy here. Okay, he goes. Don't mind. Pickens has been kind of moving up, surprisingly. That's interesting. We can go Lamar and see if Andrews comes back. Andrews would have to come back at what, 57? Oh, I have Laporta. No, I don't need to worry about that, do I? Yeah, I mean, I like picking Josh Allen at pick 40. I mean, I'll scoop the value that comes to me. Like, if I'm going to get 4th round Josh Allen, that's pretty sick. This is a fun start. I wish this was my golden draft. But hey, this could be the winner. This could be the winner of Puppy. I like this. So, kind of thinking through it a little bit, like, I don't need Goff just because I have the two best pieces, besides Gibbs. But I can get Goff, and I'm, like, tempted to do it. But I also could just backstack. I think I'm just going to build up my team. I don't think I'm going to go for this Detroit double. I think I'm just going to build up my team, try to get some Buffalo pieces, and then make sure I like get a backstack. Like this might be the time where I grab the Knicks and the Mims and the Franklin, or like a Sutton and a Mims and a Knicks and a Franklin. Dulcich as well. It's a fun pick late. Yeah, I think that's probably where I'm going to go. I'm either going to go with the Minnesota backstack, the Drake May stuff, or the Bo Nix. Drake May is like one of my favorite people to backstack. I think I talked about that on my tips video as well, but just one of my favorite people to backstack right now. He just so many 3 or 4 pieces late in the draft where you can just scoop them all up. Just super fun to do that. And even if you get boxed out of like Demario Douglas and Jalen Polk and Javon Baker, you still got Kendrick Bourne and who's the other guy? Kendrick Bourne and KJ Osborne to back to like fall back on if you're dude, this guy is loose, man. Wow. Dak Prescott. All right, got the 103. So it looks like I'm gonna get one of these guys. I'm probably like I'm windmilling Lamb if he's there. Otherwise, I think I'm rolling with fine with Hill. I've been like having trouble about what I want to do. Like I want to be overweight JJ, but at the same time, I just want to like be smart about my exposures to those top guys. So I don't know. It's tough to say. I really like JJ. So I don't know. As you can see, I'm a JJ guy, but ever since, I mean, I've been a JJ guy for a while, but not that that's like a hot take or anything. He's just a beast. But all right, Lamb goes. So I'll just take Hill. Oh, this is my only bullet. Crap. Now his only bullet, I might go Chase just to. No, we're going JJ. We're having fun. One bullet. We're taking JJ at 3. Whatever, dude. Also took JJ on my other like bigger entry I did, which was like the biggest board entry for $100. So definitely fun there. But I don't know. I think those guys are pretty close. And this isn't me endorsing like take JJ every time. Like I don't think that's smart. But I mean, for this scenario, if we're playing a single entry, I want to have JJ on this team, so I'll just get JJ. No, it's not. You're not like significantly hurting yourself by taking Jefferson there, in my eyes. All right, so James Cook's there at 57. Like I'm cool with Worthy. Yeah, I'll go Worthy here. He's rised a lot, but like in the puppy, the context doesn't really matter. And even then, like BBM's like very slowly filled, so it's not like you're competing against a percentage of teams that have cheap Worthy, but like or cheaper Worthy, but like who cares about that 5% of teams? Like it's different when 80% of the contest gets like a 5-round deal on a player. That's much different than like a couple, select percentage of teams get a good deal on a player. Like there's so much that can happen that will hurt those teams compared to like what later on. So anyways, I'm not mad I took JJ, but I will be taking all of the first round picks pretty much. Like the only one that might fade a bit is like when Devontae was up there, I'd would fade him a bit, but he's backed up a little bit. So I mean, yeah, there's like no one here that I'm like dying to fade. Like Puka is a little bit, could be like fragile-ish, but like he was awesome. It's kind of a bet against Cup, or if you think Cup's going to be good again and still be good, then kind of makes sense to swing the other way. But yeah, let's see. I don't hate Mixon here at all. Go ahead, Mixon as my first RB. Very fun team so far. Josh Allen, Joe Mixon, Amon-Ra, Marvin Harrison, Worthy, and then my golden team, I got JJ. Because I just think, like, surprisingly enough, I think JJ McCarthy and Justin Jefferson are going to be pretty sweet. Like, when they start cooking. Like, JJ was able to smash with Sam Darnold at quarterback and Nick Mullins. Sorry, Sam Darnold's new quarterback. Nick Mullins at quarterback. So, I mean, I think he's going to be fine. Like, he's just good. So, it doesn't matter. Do you feel better about CeeDee Lamb's situation or Hill's situation or Chase? Sure. But, like, a 1 week ceiling upside, like, I don't know if any of them are, like, way ahead of the other. JJ's put up 40 bombs. Chase has put up a 50 bomb. Hill's put up a fucking large number as well. I think Hill dropped like 45 twice last year or something like that. But, I mean, if you remember a couple of years ago, Chase dropped a 50 bomb. So, I mean, these guys all have high ceilings, and I'm not like, like I said, I'm not going to take JJ every time, but I do like him there. I haven't drafted anything since the early board. What's up, Christopher? Good to see you again, man. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. There's a long season, and you don't have to draft the whole time. I like drafting throughout just because I want to make some content on it, and I love it. It's very fun, very fun for me. Obviously, I want to win, but like it's just enjoyable, entertainment factor for me. So I'm just always down to hammer entries in. But I see where you're coming from for sure. A lot of people are just vibing right now. I got ETN at 20. Interesting. But yeah, a long off season, man. Don't enjoy it. Go at whatever pace you want. Yeah, I think if I can get HN Neighbors or HN Waddle, that's kind of what I want here. I think making this HN selection is pretty like somewhat. It's smart to think about those things when you're like making a pretty strong stand. When you're like, this team, I'm not touching Hill here. So maybe like that decision like impacts another where like, oh, maybe JJ's the better pick in that range because HN goes off or Hill gets hurt or whatever happens. And you kind of get the double correlation there. Seems galaxy brain, but it works out more than you think. If you're like already making a bet against a player, trying to like find a way to capitalize on that by either like, hey, I'll pick Waddle or hey, I'll pick Neighbors or I'll put Waddle and HN and fade Hill. In this specific draft, like I'm not going to fade Hill in every draft, but I think it just makes sense to kind of think about things that way. So Kyron's going to fall. Like I'm not touching him. I like Waddle and Neighbors here, so hopefully I don't know who I. This makes it hard just because I don't know what I want. This is a very small final where you don't like correlation is not that important, and I love Neighbors there. But I think, given the decisions I've made so far, I think Waddle makes the most sense. Because I directly chose not to pick Hill. Like, I'm going to bet that Miami has, like, maybe that doesn't mean Hill's getting hurt. It just means that there's a strong. Oh, Coleman got took at 80. I guess that's pretty after ADP, to be fair. Yeah, we'll take JSN. Go Mondre too. We'll take Ramondre. That would have been nice to get Coleman there. I still want my Buffalo guys, so if I can grab, I'll be looking at these guys here. And I don't really like Shakir Samuel, but someone's going to be catching some passes from them. Usually start in May, has the data made it solid that later drafts have done the best and won them all. It seems like, or July, sorry. That seems like the case. Like, what was it? 2 years in a row, the winners were won on the same day in July. And then I'm not sure when Fareed drafted his team, but I know it wasn't like a super early one. But yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense to. I think there's benefits of drafting all throughout, and if you're gonna choose one or the other, I would choose to do it in the middle or the end to have as much information as you can. Especially because if you're not making a portfolio with it, then you should just just draft throughout. I think personally, if you're not making a portfolio, draft towards the end, so you're taking on a little less risk. Because nothing worse if you're I'm going to throw 5 entries in and then I pick a player that got hurt on 3 of them in the preseason, and I'm just this sucks. People have to before they hit the nuts in July. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, people are firing. A lot of these people that you're referring to that win in July, they're drafting all off season as well. It just happens that maybe it's just the perfect time where you get a lot of information, or you just have enough. You have enough info, and you just kind of are really dial it in, where you just kind of luck. Obviously there's a lot of luck involved in this game. It's not it's all skill. There's a lot of skill involved, of course. There's people that play bad and they typically lose most years. And there's people that play really good and run bad. So just being aware of the differences Love Tank Dell here. Checo's one of my favorite picks there too. That sucks. He's gone. I like Tank Dell a ton. I think Tank Dell's an awesome bet. He could just end up being the number one in Houston. Not the most likely, but it's just very possible that he just is the number one there. And I like taking shots at that guy. But the tournament top 10s, how many people are one-offs versus portfolio? Good question. I would imagine I'd have to look at the names, but like typically the people that are 150 maxing are up there, and the people that have won have 150 maxed the tournament. It doesn't mean that. I mean, there's been times where like someone gets like second. I believe there was someone that got like second, and they like had 3 entries. So it's possible. I mean, it doesn't. You don't have to do 100 entries to win, or you don't have to do 150 entries to win. So a lot of ways to slice it. I think is just there's a lot of opportunity for you. Hopefully, I mean, I'll take it. I will smash Trey McBride here. Yeah, I mean, this room's just gonna give me some nice pockets. I'm fine with that. I mean, I like Andrews more most of the time, but I think getting McBride at 51 is pretty sick. But yeah, good to see you, Boyo, by the way. Boyo, good to see you, man. Ready for our rookie draft here soon. Coming up, I'm excited to draft on it in our Dynasty League. But yeah, I think, I mean, most of the biggest winners are mostly 150 maxers, but there is a ton of people that throw like 5 entries in, 10 entries in. I shouldn't say a ton, but there are people that have an amazing ROI and enter like 1 or 2 contests the whole season. And same with like the battle royales within the season, where some people will like throw 1 entry into a battle royale and then they just win it all. Like it just happens. So obviously getting as many shots on goal is always good, but it's not at all in any way necessary. It's really just all about your bankroll and how you want to play. So Goff went on 100 here. This guy is making me mad. He's just grabbing everything. Probably another running back then, right? Sutton gone too. Damn, Sutton went at 93. This guy's grabbing all the stuff I want. That's fine. If you're gonna do a portfolio, you can't be random about it. You have to be systematic about it to improve your chances. Yeah, exactly. I mean, most people I watch and I like kind of learn from all do portfolio drafting. And my perspective is if you're going to like be highly exposed to one person, I like doing it later in the draft, ideally, just because you're taking on a lot less risk. There's still going to be stands I make earlier, but like I'm not going to have 99%, or like I'm not going to have 80% Justin Jefferson and 1% Hill, 1% Chase. Like that's just not a world I want to like. I don't want to be in that situation where JJ gets hurt in week 17 and my teams are all dead. Like I don't want to feel that. I don't want to have that happen. Let alone if I make a team to the final, which is hard enough. So, I was listening to Pat Carrain. He won BBM 3, and he was talking. Let me finish this pick first. Hold on. Shakir went, dude. Every time I want to pick my Buffalo Bill, they get taken before I take them. Woof, this is gross. I mean, I'm good. I'll grab Chase Brown. Still like where I'm at here. I got 4 like pretty strong running backs. I could probably stop at 5 or 6, and then I'll gotta bolster up my receivers. It's kind of weak, but Pat Carrain did about, I think he said 700 drafts. Don't quote me on that number. I'm not 100% certain, but I think it was around 700. And I did I think 2 to 3 on Underdog. So I mean, I did quite a bit, obviously, which is something I want to do, and I did good last year, thankfully. So hopefully I can continue that momentum, but there's no guarantee that happens. But he won Best Ball Mania 3, and obviously like is a very sharp player. Jesus, sharp player, and really smart. That's what I was trying to say, sharp and smart at the same time. But like he got what I think he said like 20 teams into the finals, which you think about that like, oh man, that's so little, but like that is a lot of teams like in the finals where all the money is located. Like that's a ton of teams, which is insane. Like that he got that many there. Like it's impressive already. So just kind of put stuff in perspective of let's get the Addison double here. Instead, you said that he sharted. Yeah, I didn't say that. I just said shart. But no, yeah, super smart. A lot of respect for the guy, obviously. And you know, he made 21 teams in the finals, and that's like a crap ton. And you know, that's where all the money is. So even if you get one team there, like that can make your whole portfolio. You can do 1,000 teams, and you show up with one team in the finals. And you're like happy. Like that's all you can ask for. My buddy got second in Battle Royale on his third week being on Underdog last year. See, that just happens, man. Like, that's the good thing about it. Like, in these games, like, most likely a winner is going to be someone that's really dialed in 150 maxing. But, like, there's people that are winning millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars that aren't 100% plugged in and are just enjoying their time. And not that I'm not enjoying it, but, like, there's people that are, like, really just, like, vibing and just, like, doing a draft randomly, and they just like end up on something that works out, whether that be in Battle Royale more often, but in these tournaments also, like they could just be they could do 4 entries and win it all, or get second or third. So kind of just depends what you want out of it. You know, I know what I want out of it. I like want to like get better, and I want to, you know, put as much exercise as I can in and try to like learn from mistakes and teach other people from mistakes. And that's what the whole point of this channel is, partly. So that's kind of my goal. Rashi Rice has been following a ton. I'd be curious what you think about that stuff, boyo. So HN. Oh man. Okay, so yeah, give me Chris Godwin. Not gonna fall on the Rashi Rice stuff right here on this team, at least. I don't know how many games he's gonna miss, but I'm not willing. I just don't really want to take him. I've been taking him, but I just don't know when he's gonna stop falling, and then eventually I'll like take him a bunch. But crazy guys, just get it. Yeah, I have to have the right process to do that. What do you mean by that? What were you talking about? Making 21 final teams? Godwin's going to hit in the slot. Yeah, I like him a ton this year. I think Godwin it's a good bounce back for Godwin. And then obviously Evans moved up the board quite a bit, so he could definitely see some regression from Mike Evans, even though I love him. So, all right, yeah, this is a really gross receiver range. So like here is like when you should just kind of like, it's getting to the point where you can kind of ignore what's happening ADP wise. Like this isn't a really big tier. And in this situation, I'm just going to grab Leggett. Leggetti, I think his name is. But like I'm just willing to take that. I'm not really going to worry about it at all. But I need receivers now. Like I kind of went a little thin. Like I got too early. And then like this is like kind of thin. Worthy, JSN, Leggett. Yeah, it's a little bit thin. So I need to kind of hammer a receiver a bit. And I feel pretty good at these running backs are nice. So Rice being out is going to make Zuri rule. We're going to find out if he has it or not. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I think that's going to be a big talking point. I mean, say Rashi Rice here in like a month or two, he's suspended for 6 weeks. I mean, Worthy could keep moving up. So I'm just always willing to take him. I took him a lot, like right away. I'm not going to be as heavy on him, but I'm going to still keep taking him as I can. Because, I mean, if he hits, like, you're getting Tyreek Hill type player on the Chiefs, you know, with a lot of target volume open. So, I mean, I'm always willing to take that bet. So I really like how this is coming around. This team is very fun so far. Like, I'm lined up where I can go. Okay, Kyler went, but I'm lined up where I can grab Tua and JJ. And then probably grab one more guy late, like a Baker maybe. I could take a Baker late, but I'm not sure. We'll see what I want to do on that team. Getting unfortunate that I'm not going to be able to get a nice stack with Josh Allen, but that's fine. Brandon Cooks got Gabe Davis here. I'm going to grab Wicks. So this is the puppy, by the way, with the Amon-Ra Marvin start. All right. That's a lot of targets that are not going to someone with Mahomes has made a rapport where they're going to figure out if they're really stressed about Mahomes. Yeah, for sure. I agree. Yeah, I mean, it could be bad. I mean, Zipworthy could really not be good, and he could be really bad. Yeah, I said Tyreek type. I mean, I don't think anyone is Tyreek. Anyone can be Tyreek, really, so he's an outlier. But I think, like, the archetype of, like, someone that can make big plays is kind of like what Worthy is. Shoot, I mean, if I'm going to give you Rashee Rice at 94. Okay, I was going to say I have to take that at 94 if you're going to give you Rashee. This is sick. This guy's got a sick team. All right, I got to stop worrying about his team. So Tua's up here. We got Daniels. I don't mind going like Tua Daniels. It's kind of fun. I can get Tua at 106. Let's grab Warren or Moss. Let's grab Warren. And then yeah, I don't know. I just go Daniels and say like budget and get like the upside swing. I don't know. Hard to say. I don't mind. I would have loved that. I would have liked to get Rashee at 93. That's insane. Almost 9th round Rashee is pretty sick, whether he gets suspended for 6 weeks or not. People kind of make the comparison. I mean, people were taking Jameson Williams at pick 100 last year, or 2 years ago maybe. He was suspended for 6 games. Was it last year? Yeah, last year. And Rashee was already like proven to be better than him at this point. Rashee lane the draft. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's weather the storm. You have to be able to weather the storm, or else it's really not worth it. But he's like one of those guys that like really make a ton of sense on like a team like this where I already have 5 really good receivers. Rashee's perfect for that team because like he comes back and we're like hitting the ground running. Like we're going crazy. So I really like that. Oh, this is tough. I don't know what I want to do here. I don't need Tua. Like I like having Miami stacked, but you don't like Tua is not one of those guys you need. Daniels makes a ton of sense just to get another piece that is strong, but I am set up for we're gonna grab Sutton. No. Grabbing Tua. I almost made a mistake. We did not need Sutton yet, so I don't really want to take Sutton there. Like this Tua helps this team more than anything else right now. And I was gonna take Sutton, but like this team doesn't need a guy like Sutton. Like this team needs like some rookie firepower, in my opinion. So I'm gonna try to like grab some like late rookies with some upside probably. So like I don't think like a guy like Sutton makes more sense on a team where I went like Worthy and McConkey and Keon Coleman, where like they might be kind of slower starters. That's kind of just where I'm at there. Marshawn Lloyd I love as well. Rookie running backs you feel great about running. Marshawn Lloyd, Bucky Irving, Tyrone Tracy, Kamani Vidal, obviously like Brooks and Benson. Like I like all of them, honestly. Like they're all pretty cheap, where I am down to take all of them. Like I think they're all good picks right now. So like this team needs like a Cortland Sutton type. But I mean, Harrison's not going to be like a typical rookie either. So I might just keep hammering the rookie well. I'll be drafting Hollywood over Rice. That would be a stand I take this year for sure. Yeah, fair enough, man. I'm not too big on Hollywood, but like it's hard to say he's not going to contribute if Rice is out for a while. Like, but I think like Rashee Rice was going in the 2nd round of fantasy drafts, and whether you think it's correct or not, like there's a reason he was going there. with like how well he played. So if I'm gonna get a massive discount on him, I'm gonna be willing to take him. You don't have I don't like it's not I think it's a very smart thing to make a stand on though, where like you're willing to lose or win by it. Like you won't lose everything obviously, but like you might, take a big L if it doesn't work out. But I think it makes a ton of sense to make a stand like that, like this, because I personally will like probably fade Hollywood and go on the other side of it, but I'm going to take some Hollywood too. So I'm not going to be completely off of him. But I think it just makes a ton of sense to kind of choose your spot there of what you think is going to happen. And Roman Wilson. Yeah, I like Roman. Burton probably made more sense there because he has kind of a better path, but fine. Yeah, I should have took Burton there. Damn it. It's fun. Am I gonna go the Denver back stack, or am I gonna go somewhere else with this team? My mind is all over the place right now. I have a lot of thoughts in my head. I like going Justin Fields on this type of team too, and just like playing for him to show up late. I'm sorry, I have Josh Allen. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I might go that route. But yeah, I think Rice like has an upside that is like really. This guy's drafted really weird. Hopefully this doesn't get tossed. 4144. But like I don't know. I hope that Rashi's like a good opportunity there, and I think like I said, it's just a smart thing to take a stand on because he could really pay off his draft capital and like be the mega smash later in the season, or he could just like fizzle out. He might not play much this year, or he might come back and not have the same role because Worthy's good. Like that's a big risk pick, but I mean that's why he's discounted right now. So all right, so I got my Tua stack. Definitely eyeballing the Minnesota stuff. I like Chase Brown on this team. So I'm going to go there. Coming back on some rookies that I like down a little bit more. So yeah, I'm looking at Minnesota as my second stack, and then maybe I'll go Tampa Bay as my third one. Not sure. Funny how it was a bad running back class, but so much are hungry for this class. I like the rookie running backs too. I think it's just cost adjusted. Like last year, there was like not Brees, Gibbs and Bijan early in the draft you could pick. I think Bijan was like second round and Gibbs like third, fourth round. I think that just makes a big difference. Like just the price, like you don't have to pay a lot to get whatever you get out of it. And a lot of these teams like have runways where these rookies like could easily play a lot. And I'm just like really willing to take those swings, which maybe that makes zero RB better, maybe makes it worse. I'm not sure. I would venture to say it could be even better just because if those rookies hit, then you have them so late in the draft available to you. And obviously the receivers are pushed up even more this year. Yeah, this is a tough decision. I really don't like this option. I don't like any of these guys. Like, this is a sharp rim. Like, none of these guys have any interest to me. I would take Ty Like, there's nothing that like jumps out to me at all. Like, at all. I am coming up to a range I like of receiver where I can start grabbing some more rookie shots because this is a really nice team start. And like I said, I'm still going for the McCarthy and Baker. All right, this team. Is Wandale worth it on this team? Nah, dude, whatever. It's puppy, man. Let's rip it. Let's rip it in on these rookies. Yeah, I need to get Fields this next pick, and then I'm looking at probably just a tight end, right, with Laporta. This is a fun team, though. I do like it. Actually, I'll try to get Bucky next, and then I have my choice of like my pick of the litter of these guys, I guess. I'd like to get Bucky next at 180. 184 Bucky Irving is pretty swag. Yeah, I'm down for that for sure. Yeah, lost my tight end I wanted, unfortunately, but that's fine. And you're taking Laporta at 33. It's not, you're not really dying too much to get that. Did Bryce Young go? Did I just see him go? Yeah, he did go. Damn. Yeah, there's not a lot of receivers or a lot of tight ends I like. I mean, I could still do the Knicks stuff if I want to go back that direction. Yeah. Apologize for my speaking today. I cannot speak straight for some reason. I'm not sure why. Just out of practice, I guess. Getting back in the swing of things of recording. All right. Rice's downfield play has called into question his ability to get the ball with better talent. Let me go over there. Rice's downfield play has called into question his ability to get the ball with better talent there. That's why I edged out to Hollywood. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I think that makes a ton of sense just because he was not the he started really slow and he didn't get on the field much, which is kind of par for the course with a lot of situations for the Chiefs. But I think it does beg the question of how good is he really? And then all of these question marks are arriving now. What we can say for sure is he did produce fantasy wise, and we can hang our hat on that. But there's still a lot of question marks there, and then even more now that he's kind of had these kind of bad decisions being made. So yeah, I think it's super sharp of you to go that route. I think it makes a ton of sense. So Godspeed. Hopefully it works out for both of us. And that's the thing about these takes is the take could work out for you, the take could work out for me, and we could still end up in the finals with different teams on different tournaments or the same tournament. It's just the nature of it. There are some fades that could literally bury you, though. There's some people that you could fade that could bury you. Let's say you take 0% chase for some reason and he gets 250 bombs in week 15 and week 16, you just lose. You don't have any chase, you're done. More than likely. So that's scary to think about. That's why if those players have that kind of upside, I'm not going to full fade them. I just think that's low probability that someone drops 40 bombs twice in a row, but you never know. And those are the guys I'm not really trying to fade as much. Marshawn Lloyd is one of my favorite picks as well here. All right, so now I can kind of start scooping rookies. I just don't think Ricky has a good path to touches right now at all. I'm getting Roman and Jermaine here because I just think they make the most sense of this cohort of players. And I'll see if Baker slips to me. I could wait and see where it just went. Wicks went. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to get Lloyd, but this is a pretty good running back room already. I got Achane, Warren, Brown, Spears. I'm grabbing one max maybe. So yeah. But yeah, I love talking about this stuff, man. It's just the strategy, the deeper dives of the strategies is just so fun, man. So fun. Because it sucks because there's things that are provenly not great, but there's you could think of anything, and not that it's not been tried before, but you can think of any strategy you want, and there's probably some way it could work, but it just depends on how you implement it, and that's just cool. A lot of you can invent your own stuff. That's just fun. You don't have to do a cookie cutter mold of what you're doing. You can really kind of do what you want. Okay, Fields went. Yeah, so let's just get the backdoor Nick stack budget, man. Let's have some fun with this puppy. Let's get Bo Nix and we'll grab Dulcich, my last pick. Because I don't need I don't think Nix is going to contribute that much, but whenever Josh Allen has a bye, maybe Bo Nix get me there, and then maybe Dulcich is a smash. So, but I like this team. Mixon's a fun, a good person to start 0 RB with, and especially if I'm going to get a discount on him at 64. I love doing that, where just you get a nice 0 RB start with these two guys. and then you kind of just go from there. Like I think it's very fun. Like I'm pretty confident in Mixon's and Ramondre's workload, and then we have 4 guys down here that like all have a case to have massive upside down the stretch. Sucks I didn't get Josh Allen stacked with anyone, which is kind of lame, but I don't think Reed Davis isn't really a pass catcher, but he's better than nothing. So Dulcich there. So this is fun. This is the puppy draft, so not the golden. I just did this to kind of buy some time, chat a little bit over another draft, keep us busy, keep us on our toes. Josh Allen, Bo Nix, Joe Mixon, Ramondre Stevenson, Trey Benson, Chase Brown, Ray Davis, Bucky Irving. And we got Amon-Ra, Marvin Harrison, feels a little bit unique. Xavier Worthy, JSN, Xavier Leggetti, Dontavian Wicks, Roman Wilson, Luke McCaffrey. So a lot of receivers with a lot of like runway. 5 rookies, a little bit scary, but I think have enough there where I'll be fine. I have Dulcich on my second tight end on that team with Laporta. Feels fine. I mean, Laporta is going to be in that slot most weeks, and then I think Dulcich is honestly like a value. He was going earlier last year. He was just hurt all year, and they didn't really address the tight end situation. In fact, they got rid of like Adam Troutman, I believe. Like, oh, they still have Troutman. Okay, well, maybe he's a bad pick. No, I mean he started playing later in the season, or like he was gonna play. They were talking him up. Like I think he actually sat out like the last 6 or 7 games, but you know, I think I keep the candle on for him. I mean, he showed he was decent at one point. So always wanted to take an injury discount, and this injury discount, you're getting to the point where you just get him for free. So I'm fine with that. This is crazy, bro. Holy crap, that's your Nixon. I was going to sleep doing it. That's fine. Yeah, he's not a guy you need to have, but like if I'm going to take an elite quarterback, I'll just take any of those other dudes at the end and be fine, be happy with it. Like I'll take JJ, I'll take May. May's my favorite because I feel like he has the most upside, but like, do you need his upside that badly? Maybe in like the playoffs, but like throughout the season, you might not even need him at all. And then if you make the playoffs with Knicks, it's like he probably helped you a little bit, or he just didn't do anything for you the whole season. This guy, please don't take Baker from me. Whew. All right, so we're going to miss out on Bucky, which sucks, but that's fine. Is Jawan Johnson here? That's good. So hopefully I can get JJ here, of course, but hopefully I can get Bucky or Jawan to fall back to me. I doubt that's going to happen, but we'll find out. But I get it. I get it, man. Yeah, Fields was like the worst pick in the big board, and I took a good amount of him too, so I'm not like shaming you. Feels bad to have Fields shares early. All right, so as long as I get, I mean, there's like 3 guys I want now. Like, can I just like move my picks up and call it a day? Damn it, man. This is tough because I want all of these guys. I want two of these 3, and I don't think I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get at least one. Yeah, so give me JJ. Yeah, so this is where I'm down to take a rookie running back shot. Like, this makes a ton of sense on this team. Like, I have 2 like kind of fun, like similar archetype players as Chase Brown, Tajay, and then Warren's kind of. I mean, these are all kind of the same kind of guys, but I mean, hopefully they get enough points. Like these guys all like feel like I could see all these guys getting like 8 points in a week, and then like one week they all get 30 or they all get 25. Like it's a kind of weird group. Might not work out together, but I think it's fine. Achan's gonna like score more than 10 points more often than not, and then we got like Warren's gonna get a lot of touches. So, but yeah, if I can get Juwan or Otten, I'm like very, very, very happy. Yeah, we gotta look at that guy's team again. That was wild. I'm gonna pull it up on this other screen. I don't want to put him on blast. It's like, I mean, he kind of looked like he was just like didn't know what he was doing personally, but maybe he just was trolling. I'm not sure. This guy. So he did the 4-3-6-5 build with Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins, Stafford. So like the typical pocket quarterback group with Zero RB strat with Kenneth Walker, Gibson, and Elijah Mitchell, and that's it. That's the end of the list. I didn't cut anyone out. That's the end of the list. AJ Brown, Devonta Smith got the double stack. I respect that. And then we got Hopkins, Sutton, Odell Beckham. Maybe it was wishing it was 2013 again. Bateman. Holy moly, dude. Kelsey with Njoku, with Komet, with Sanat, and Knox. Wowzer. I mean, you guys saw the team. I'm not gonna put them on blast anymore, but that is wild. I think Fields either starts or starts by halfway near fact. Wilson is garbage. A dead team. Yeah, we could probably say that. Yeah. I usually try to be nice about it, but I think I can agree with you there. 4 quarterback and 5 tight ends with Kelsey too. Yeah, I mean, I think Fields is an awesome pick late. Like, you just got to build him on the right team. Like, you don't build him with like a 2 quarterback build with like Baker or something, and then take Fields. Like, you take Fields on an elite quarterback team, or you take Fields as your 3rd quarterback in a 3 quarterback build. I think he makes a ton of sense, and ideally you get like a Pittsburgh guy with them. So, 4 quarterback build ? Come on, give me Juwan, man. Let me get Juwan Johnson. That would be sick. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I hope I do. I like Fant too, like just as much. So I'm taking a running back, a receiver, and a tight end as my last 3 picks. What kind of swing do I want to take though? It's hard to say. Come on, man. Don't do it to me. Damn it, bro. This guy has sniped me on like 3 things I've been wanting. He took the Rashi Rice and he took the Juwan Johnson. Oh, this man. All right, I'll take Fant. I think Fant is like a pretty awesome pick late too. And I mean, I like the early tight ends way more than the late, but I think Fant makes some sense late as a 2nd guy. Shoot, man, that's really annoying. Really wanted Juwan Johnson there. Is what it is. I mean, is my boy there? He is there still. Yeah, I'm gonna take Jalen McMillan and then get my double stack. So I got doubled on everything for Tampa, Minnesota, and Miami. I got 2 pieces on each of those teams. That's sick. Assuming this guy doesn't take Jalen McMillan for me. And then my running back is tough. I got my like sleeper guy I've been taking. I haven't taken him recently, but like in the big board I was taking him. His name's Keelan Robinson. He's like a special teams guy. I don't know, kind of a random person I found, but like he's like somewhat interesting, but like I'm not gonna be touching him really until if there's ever clarity on like the Tank Bixby stuff. But I think right now like Tank is a fine pick, but it's hard to say. I think he could be a fun pick because he's on special teams, so he could make the team or like could be like active. So just kind of a fun guy. I like taking a bit of. I think I just take a San Francisco running back and hope that he ends up being the 2. I mean, I think this like right now Elijah is like a good buy, but it is scary just because like you don't want McCaffrey to get hurt and then Elijah like doesn't play because they have Garendo. Yeah, I like the T-Law stack. I like Kirk more even at price, but I think Brian Thomas is pretty cool on the Jags. Like I like the idea of doing like a Kirk Brian Thomas with Ingram or Kirk Brian Thomas with Gabe or like something like that. Like that's pretty fun. So I'm a fan of it. I'm all for it. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'll take Elijah here. Like I just don't know. This like Shipley's fine. Foreman's fine. Like it gets gross fast. Like I could go Eric Gray. Oh man, it's disgusting, dude. People were talking about Strader as well. Yeah, this is like I don't know what I want to do. Like it probably is best to take a receiver, but I'm not really convinced this is enough, and I'd like to have at least one more piece. but there might not be anything worth taking. Yeah, this is the first draft where it just got really like this is like way grosser than usual. I guess people were kind of like vibing more in this one because people were just taking whatever they want. Like this has gotten really gross really fast. Like I like really don't like these pieces I'm looking at right now. I could go Clyde, but she's not upside on that pick. So like I want to swing because I've put a lot of capital in running back already. Like I want to swing for like something that is viable. So I think I'm taking Mitchell or Garendo. Shipley's fine as well as like a Barkley backup, but I mean, it could be Gainwell too, right? So I don't know. It's hard. Yeah. A couple things just before I sign off here soon. Big things coming for Eliminator. Gonna be like I might go heavier on Eliminator than like other contests on Best Ball or on Underdog. Not sure yet, but like I'm thinking about doing quite a bit of Eliminator stuff, and I'm excited for it. Worried about it, nervous because maybe if it doesn't work, I could get absolutely crushed Eliminator, but I think I have a strategy that makes sense, and I think it's going to be fun to track. If it goes well, like it could be really awesome to kind of see how it worked and try to recreate it next year, or like fine tune it and make it better next year and do something else with it. But I have ideas, and I think it makes sense to go for it, but it just really depends on like how it works out by week wise. So Madison live pick, is White really that good? I think it's more so like White earned the trust and Madison like isn't very good, but I think your point is taken where like he doesn't have much competition to jump the depth chart, so I think he's a fine pick. It's hard to pick from these guys. Like these running backs are pretty gross. Like this is what I mean when I say like you may not like. Dude, I don't know. I'll take Elijah Mitchell, I guess. No, I don't. In my heart, Elijah Mitchell's the smarter pick, so I'm gonna do that. Even though I don't like Garendo's more fun, but in my heart, Elijah Mitchell is the smarter pick because he just ends up always being the number 2. He just gets hurt a lot, which is like sketchy, but like CMC misses a game. My chips are on Elijah Mitchell playing more. Maybe Garendo gets like pieces of the offense here and there, but I don't know. It's just weird. But yeah, I mean, that's my point in like taking those running back risers quicker is because like you may not like the price that they're at, but they're going to rise fast and then it's going to get more thin later. Like it's going to feel thinner later in the draft. So like you may think like, oh man, I like these picks suck right now. Like I don't like any of these guys, but like it gets uglier. It can get uglier. And it already has like now I can't take Tyrone Tracy in the end of I can't take Kamani Vidal in the end of the draft anymore because they're gone already. And there's going to be guys popping up like as the preseason comes around soon or like later on. And as like training camp comes out and people are talking about Eric Gray or Evan Hull or Tank Bigsby, whatever, like then people like will come like more draftable once we like realize they're the number 2 in the offense. But it just gets like if you don't like the guy at a lower price that much, but you don't like anything as much later on, then like take the guy that's going to rise. If you really don't have a take on it, take the guy that's going to rise at the very least, and then take the later guys. Like take the guys at cheaper prices and like let the market move. I think that's a good philosophy in general. I mean, if you just are completely out on a guy, obviously don't take them if they're rising. But for me, like I don't have like insane player takes other than like some later guys that I really like. Whereas like if I know Keon Coleman's going to rise 3 rounds, I'm going to take him a bunch, and then I'll take him price adjusted, when it makes sense, like on a Buffalo stack or something. Like just makes sense. You can get combos of players that are different than what other people are going to get, and just the fact that you know they're going to rise. So if you don't like their price now and you don't really have a take on other guys around that, just like, hey, I'm going to take someone else. But I guess if you're like a big Jaden Reed guy or McLaurin, people in that like 60, 70 range, then like, okay, just keep taking McLaurin and just say, I don't really care where McConkey or Worthy or Coleman end up in the rankings. But that's not how I like to play. But, you know, I just think like the buying windows on different players are all going to be like different. So I want to take them when it makes the most sense to take them, whether that means they're going to rise or not. So that's kind of my strat. And it's not like I won't always follow it, where like I'll take players that I don't think are going to rise. Like I'll take Jaden Reed, I'll take McLaurin, I'll take those kind of guys. But like if I can choose, I'm going to try to pick the riser until they kind of slow down, and then I can kind of go other ways. But, you know, you still want to sprinkle in other stuff. It's just hard, man. So much stuff, so many things to take place until the season starts, and a lot of drafting to be done. So, but yeah, I'm extremely excited for the Eliminator and some more content coming up with some BBMs. Going to do some BBM 5s with some friends. Going to get some community members on, hopefully. And then, yeah, looking forward to it. So, anyways, enough rambling for me. Appreciate you guys hanging out. That was a fun time. Thanks for watching the puppy and waiting for me to get that golden in. Hopefully we could take down with that single bullet. Yeah, fun time as always. Can't complain. Always good time drafting best ball and chatting football in May. And yeah, soon enough we'll be talking camp stuff. We'll be talking all sorts of stuff. There's been tons of coach speak already coming out. I'm gonna do less pre-July BBMs this year. Solid. Like I said, if my thought is like, you know, not financial advice, but like I think if you want to choose one or the other, like I want to choose late or choose early, like just choose later, and at least like you enjoy what happens sooner. You get the enjoyment factor sooner, where like you get the draft and then the season starts sooner, and you have like a little less risk of like finding a random injury in the camp or something, right? So hammer hard post July. Well, I look forward to seeing you in the draft rooms, and hopefully seeing you some of my rooms when I go live as well. But yeah, lots of content to watch. Check out Badge Bros, Splash Play, Pete Overzet, all those guys. There's tons of awesome content. Fantasy Dog Pound, Bindles, some cool people in the Deposit Kingdom. So yeah, lots of good content. Check them all out. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Good time as always. Do feel maybe get to jump on with you. Hell yeah, would love to see that. But yeah, everyone have a good night, and I'll see you guys soon. Definitely when the schedule comes out, you'll see some more eliminators from me. And then after the schedule comes out, that's probably when my plan is to do more BBMs and kind of ramp up that stuff too. But for now, like I might do like a puppy stream I might grab someone to do a puppy with me or something like that. But right now I'm just kind of waiting for the schedule to come out, and then I'm going to start hammering. Definitely a lot of eliminators on stream. And then BBM will be like a lot of guests will come on and do those with me. I will do some solo too, but a lot of guest BBMs. So anyways, thanks for hanging out, guys. Like I said, 35 out of 50 subs. We're going to get our goal this season. I can feel it. We're going to get to 50 for sure. Maybe even squeak to 100. That'd be sick. So anyways, have a good rest of your day. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.